Welcome. This is Recidiva. I'm sharing a recording of a casual Skyrim playthrough using a mod list I built. My profound thanks to all the mod creators who have made this game a crowdsourced treasure. I hope you enjoy.
Someday soon, you will all see battle. What you do here today may well save your life.
Okay, headed to Tel Mithrin. I know I'm going to need some taproots. I know I usually save them since the beginning of the game. Yep, 53 taproots, vampire dust. I'm also probably going to need a briar heart at some point. I do some of this stuff from memory. Tel Mithrin is not terribly involved. I know at least 2 of them that I haven't done right now. I'll get started. Go speak to Alenia. Hello, beautiful bantam guar. I wish you guys had names and I wish I could pet you.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away. Damn that man. He's being totally unreasonable.
Master Nelith? What did he do?
That fetcher told me to fix his house. If I don't, he'll find a new mycologist who will. Decades of loyal service, and he'd just throw me out like yesterday's breakfast.
What do you need to fix the tower?
3 taproots soaked in the headwaters of the Harstrad River. I'm an old woman. I can't possibly make that trip. It's way too dangerous. If you get some taproots, I'll pay you to dip them in the headwaters and bring them to me.
Have you seen Verona?
She left for Raven Rock hours ago. She promised to bring me back some fresh blisterwort. Verona goes to Raven Rock all the time. I'm sure she's fine.
Uh-huh. She isn't. Oh, I just realized I could check the completionist for the mod names. Ooh. Reluctant Steward. I should already have that. Reluctant Steward can get bugged. So we'll see if it's bugged now. Let me check something. Okay, just checking the date. We're the second of last seed, so that's August. We are in our 5th month of play. I'm only 1 month away from viewing our brand spanking new, all grown up Gildergreen. Yeah, Verona is dead. I'm pretty sure I've already discovered the headwaters. No. No, but I'm pretty close. Oh, I bet you're just... Yeah, you're not really dead. Paralyzed. That's nice. I like paralysis. I'm changing my mind about paralysis. It is really nice on things that heal. Okay, I'm in water, right? Moment of truth. Let's see if wash and rinse works with my new outfits. Hey, good. Let's not deliver the news of Verona's death whilst covered in ash and blood. Show some respect.
I don't care if he's a master wizard. He can't treat me like this.
I have 3 soaked taproots.
Truly? Well done. I'll just keep 2 of them for myself. No need for Neloth to know. Take that last taproot and plant it into the wall of the withered house. Mafala Cloakion.
Hello, beautiful guys.
Defeating Mirak was an impressive feat. I'm curious to see if Emmaus Mora seeks you out because of it.
Master, you promised to teach me a new conjuration spell.
That was before you ruined that staff. Fix the staff, and I'll teach you the spell. Have you found Verona yet? I could really
Thank you,
use
Master. I'll
some
fix
tea.
it right away.
Verona is dead.
Dead? Well, that's annoying. How did she die?
It looks like ash spawn attack.
There are more and more of those things showing up around here lately. Oh, I suppose you'll have to find me a new steward. Try Raven Rock. They are in awe of me there. I'm sure almost anyone
Oh,
will
yeah.
be willing to serve me.
What kind of person should I look for?
Excellent question. Once word gets out, there will be a lot of people to choose from. Someone with a brilliant mind and a robust physique that is blindly obedient would be ideal. Oh, and they need to know how to brew tea. Ulves always waters it down.
Can I help with your research?
Perhaps later. For now, I have a slightly more personal request. You see, I'm a collector of staffs, magical staffs, in particular those made by Azra Nightwielder. Through some divinations, I believe I've located one. If you retrieve it, I'll give you a staff of my own making. Nightwielder's creations don't really hold up in comparison to what can be made today, but they have a sentimental value for me. You understand?
Who is Azra Nightwielder?
He was the original Shadow Mage. His advances in magic are legendary. Less well known is that he was also a pioneer in the field of enchanting staffs. Every staff of his that I have uncovered has led me to greater understanding. Today we would consider his techniques rudimentary, but the genius is still evident.
You think someone's out to get you?
I don't know, but I mean to find out. I still have some research to do before I'll know anything for certain. Don't take too long finding me a steward.
Oh, jump on top of the mushroom. Good to know.
Damn that man. He's being totally unreasonable.
The soaked taproot is planted.
Good. Now maybe Neloth will get off my back about it. I suppose you think you should get paid for helping an old woman. Here, take these. I'll sell you more if you come back later.
An old woman who now has 2 very valuable soaked taproots.
Azora light your steps.
Uh-huh. Oh, I'm gonna go check in a Kolbjorn Barrow. The reason why I'm doing this slightly out of order is because Kolbjorn updates only once every week. So, you know, if you're gonna play a short game, you better get out here fast. But it'll probably take another month and a half to finish.
Oh, it's you.
What's going on?
This isn't good. We only got a little ways in when something managed to wake up the Draugr. Before I could blink, all the miners were dead, and I was next in line. Don't think anyone else made it out alive. This is what I get for skimping on labor.
What now?
Well, unless you want to deal with the Draugr, this whole little venture of ours is over. Might be over either way. It looked like a dead end before the place started crawling. We could have missed something, though. I don't know.
Now, Kolbjorn Barrow is also really buggy. to take his journal. Nobody ever fixed it. There isn't really a mod for it. There's a lot of clipping. Sometimes sections that should be closed are open. It's really weird. Oh, sudden. It did come up in one of the books, and people have discussed it a couple of times in this game, but the Nords in Morrowind or Solstheim were cannibalistic. So there is a mod, I think it's essentially to restore some Morrowind lore. The Draugr have red eyes because they're cannibals. Now, in the base game, the Draugr in Skyrim have blue eyes. But, I think it's called, like, the Blood Moon Restoration Project or something like that. I had the Blood Moon Restoration Project that gave all the Draugr red eyes in Solstheim, but I replaced it with JS's emissive eyes that gives all Draugr red eyes, and that's just a bit of the lore. Okay, Azidal's stuff is in here. In a vanilla game, it's great stuff to have, particularly something like water walking. Azidal's boots for water, and the whole set is nice. I don't use it anymore because I got other stuff. So yeah, Azidal's boots of water walking are right there. They will go to the museum. So there are several stages to Kolbjorn. And I guess that's the second stage, because we talked to him, waited a week, or with us months, because
Any luck?
I've dealt with the Draugr and found a way past the dead end.
Well, perhaps there's some hope for us yet. Now, I have to go recruit some more miners. It won't be easy, seeing as none of their friends came back from the first attempt. We'll have to sweeten the pot a bit this time. I think I'll need, say, 2,000 septums to hire replacements.
Here.
I never get tired of that sound. It'll take me a few days to dig up some more laborers, but swing back when you get a chance. See how we're doing.
So as I mentioned before, but I'll put it all together, Kolbjorn Barrow has good stuff for vanilla, and something that I tend to do, and it was mostly because I wanted training from Talvas, and Talvas and Neleth in enchanting, and without having to do like the whole Mages Guild where you get access to Master Enchanters. Now, I've fixed that by having the Xenia mod that lets me train in...
If you're looking for the East Empire Company, they've been gone for
some
over
stuff from
100
Governor
years.
Mallory's house.
You've been a good friend to me. That
Let's see if
means
anything
something.
more to say.
You got a good thing going here now that you've reopened the mines. Don't let it go to waste.
Okay.
Bring your weapons and armor to me.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm not
fix it
breaking in
up
right now,
right.
but there's some like lore in his house that I haven't explored.
With the Ashborn threat taken care of, I can give my men the rest they deserve. Well done.
I don't remember exactly who ends up being the steward, but I think they're in here.
Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
There's a mercenary. Not you, not you.
Teldrin
Not
Serra,
you,
blade
not
for
you,
hire.
not you.
If you have the coin.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Rutching Nutch Corner Club, my lady. If you need anything, Master Geldis will be happy to help you.
Do you want to be the new steward of Tel Mithril?
You mean leave Ravenrock for good? To go work for a crazed Telvanni wizard? Sure. Just let me get me fees. On second thought, never mind. I can get new stuff.
You seem awfully eager.
Well, I've never been one to pass up an opportunity. Sorry to run, but I'm off to my new job.
Okay, so I did remember.
I'm so sorry, Gildas. What did you say?
I don't remember Azra's staffs at all, so
Working on the...
because I tend to avoid. Azra's staff is in Skyrim?
Standing stones feels like a bad dream. I'm glad you woke us from it.
Alright, I'm gonna hand these two in and then head back. Yeah, I didn't know Azra's. He does send me to some places. He does send me back to Skyrim a couple of times. Pretty sure at some point he needs like a briar heart, so I've been saving them. See if he has anything else to give me. So as you can see, the home looks more repaired, not as squeegee. Hello, Ash. Come on, sweetheart. You can come over. Here you are. Catch you for a second. Hi, Lily. Say hi. We're at people, honey.
Back so soon?
I found you a new steward.
That Drovus man? I suppose he'll do. He makes dreadful Canis root tea, though. But I should be grateful. Here, take this for your efforts. Oh, and you may use my staff enchanter if you want.
I've never really gotten into
It's good to have everyone not running off to that damn sacred stone
into
every
staffs.
I suppose I have you to thank for that.
Is there a problem?
I've been having difficulties with my heartstone experiments. Have you heard of the Briarheart?
What about them?
They are fierce warriors of the Forsworn tribes. They actually remove their own hearts and replace them with large briar seeds. It puts their life sparks in direct connection to the natural forces. I need you to examine one of them. Just investigate as much as you can.
Oh, okay, I have to examine
I'm
them
going to
before
put this
spraying with
memory
Briarheart.
trace
It's been a
spell
while.
on you, so you won't have to worry about taking notes. I doubt you could know what was important anyway.
Yeah, it's been a while before I came across Briarheart. What do Briarhearts have to do with heartstones?
Well, I'm hoping to do something similar. If I could connect a living being to the forces of the Red Mountain, well, that would be formidable. I've done some experiments in this area, but, well, my test subjects are far too fragile. I'm hoping to learn some of the Briarheart techniques, their methods. I would venture out myself, but long voyages are dangerous, and risks are precisely what people like you avoid.
Okay.
That's that, then.
See that? See those floating candles? I love that. That's the updated candlelight spell that isn't as eye bleeding. haven't done Legend of Red Eagle yet, I should know where there is a Briarheart. Alright. Oh, my laptop fan is going nuts today. I believe it's clogged with cat and dog hair. It sucks up everything in the vicinity. We need to clean it out. And when I say we, I mean my husband. He does that for me. Yeah.
Captain Gyalan does the business around here. I'm just a...
Azra's staff is... Wow. What is that? A mine? The mine that I usually ignore? What is it? Happy purring kitty. Yeah, you are the reason why my laptop fan is struggling to live. But it's worth it. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, baby. Yep, I always ignore Ember Shard Mine. Apparently it's usually my husband's first stop before he goes to Riverwood is he kills everybody in Ember Shard Mine.
You picked a bad time to get lost,
hey.
friend.
Hey, not really lost exactly.
I think you're bleeding.
Where are you? There you are. It's probably dark where you are now. Hey, kitty. You stayed for a while. It's good to see you. Ash ignores that I'm playing video games but Vandal watches. He hangs out and he watches. Keep running when the world starts shaking.
Are you worried someone will wander in here? The entrance isn't exactly hidden, you know.
This again? I told you. Have someone standing guard.
I do know my way around in here, but I only come in. Yeah, that's part of my issue with getting lost easily. Open exploration isn't all that fun for me without the magic arrow. So yeah, I had just tried that in one of my new run-throughs. It's like, let's explore and just go through an area, but you really don't get quests for all these places. Ooh, I can jump now. That's cool.
We did. You're right. What was that?
You don't get, without quest markers or objectives. I'm gonna end up going back to these places anyway to clear them for the quests, so I don't go until I have a quest. Exploration is not great for me. I'm just sitting there kind of peaceably. Let's just pickpocket you, huh? I mean, and obviously, and then kill you, but might as well get the skill points.
Oh.
I don't remember if I have done read what's his name?
Is someone there?
I can't believe I can't remember the quest name. But there is a Briarheart.
Huh?
No. Don't have a key. What is his name? Red? The Forsworn Draugr. Wow, I have done that quest so many times and I can't even think of his name right now. I may not have even read the book. It's an R, huh? The Legend of Red Eagle. Okay, let's do that. That'll get me to a Briarheart. The Legend of Red Eagle, by Tredain Dren, Archivist of Winterhold. His tale was transcribed from the memory by Clarice Vienne, student of Winterhold. Elements of the legend suggest a date C1E 1030, though as with any oral tradition, much of it is likely a later anachronism. Curiously, stories of a similar king and his legendary blade appear in other ancient myths of the Reach. Long ago, a child was born in the Sundered Hills. They named him Fairlan, which means red eagle in the tongue of the Reach, the screeching bird call that greeted his birth, and the crimson blooms in the autumn hills. Thus began his legend. Reach child, born under auspicious skies, his very name the color of blood. 10 kings ruled the Reach in those days, and though men were free, the people were scattered and warred among themselves. The augurs foresaw the boy's destiny, a warrior without peer, first and foremost lord of the Reach, chosen to unite all under his name. Phelan grew in years and strength, and it seemed the prophecy would be fulfilled. The banner of the Red Eagle was raised above the cliffs of the Reach, and his people prospered. Then came Hestra, Empress of the South, riding to war. One by one the kings stood before her. One by one they fell aside, bending knee in imperial bargains or slaughtered on the battlefield. Her legions came at last to the Sundered Hills, and envoys were sent to bargain for their surrender. Phelan refused to yield the freedom of his people, but the elders were afraid, cast him out, and accepted the imperial yoke. Thus was stolen by the foreign invaders his land, his people, his very name. In the years that followed, Red Eagle became known as the untamed spirit of the Reach, unbound, unbroken, unbowed, unbroken, stained by the blood of his foes. He gathered loyal Reachmen to himself, those who clung to the old ways, who yearned for freedom, and forged a new nation. Together they fell upon the occupiers and the traitors by night, disappearing... What? Sorry, that was a random key press. Disappearing into the cliffs and caves each morn, evading capture. It was not enough. For every Imperial patrol and garrison they wiped out, yet more seemed to march from the green south to replace them. One night, under a cloud-choked sky, the men of the Red Eagle warmed themselves over damp fires of smoldering moss. A huddled, shambling figure came to them, cloaked in rags, face cowled. Though his men mocked and cast stones at the stranger, Phelan sensed something and beckoned. The cowl was thrown back in the dim light, and she revealed herself to be one of the ancient and venerable Hag Ravens. She offered power for a price, and a pact was made. Thus was brokered to the witch his heart, his will, his humanity. From that day forth he was a spirit of vengeance, pitiless and beyond remorse. The rebels grew in strength and number, and none could stand against them. Phelan's eyes burned coldly in those days, black opals recollecting a mind not entirely his own. Reflecting a mind not entirely his own. 2 years passed, and the foreigners were all but driven from the reach. Such peace could not last, however, and a great host fell upon them, a swift army of invaders unlike any before. For a fortnight, Hester's generals lay siege to Red Eagle's stronghold, till he himself came forth for battle, alone, and robed in nothing but his righteous fury. 1,000 foreigners fell before his flaming sword, and the enemy was routed. Yet when night fell, so too did he. The warriors who came to him said Phelan's eyes were clear again on that final night. He was taken to the place prepared for him, a tomb hidden deep within the rock. With his remaining strength he presented his sword to his people, and swore an oath. Fight on, and when at last the reach is free, his blade should be returned, that he might rise and lead them again. Thus was given for his people his life, his dream, his sword. But when every debt is repaid in blood, these he shall reclaim once more. Okay. I know where Briarheart is. Yeah, I kept thinking like Red Mane instead of Red Eagle. And no, I would not have been able to tell you that his name was Phelan. See a temple over here. I'm headed to it. Hopefully my Briarhearts are not naked, or will and do actually have Briarhearts. You don't like this hill, huh? Is this a possible road? I did fix my Briarhearts in my new game. I think I fixed it here, mostly. But we'll have to see. Is this... Yeah, I'm at Bleak Falls Barrow. Okay, I never went to the Temple of the Magna Gay. Alright, I know where I am now.
What was that?
Never mind me. I don't have to kill you. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Straight in the middle of a ton of Forsworn. Run away! I don't know if there are any Briarhearts at Cloudspire. I know there is one where we're going. And I don't know if they respawn, but we'll find out. Where are you, honey? Ambar. Okay. Can avoid Hearthspire. Pretty. And look, no polygon madness. Okay, we're not going to finish all of Red Eagle, but we'll just finish the lead up. Get the Briarheart, go back to Tel Mithrin. Weird, with like 400 magicka, I still don't have enough to dual cast a bound bow. I will have to fix that. I've seen some cool Forsworn armor replacers too. I haven't played with them yet, but I might.
No more! I yield!
Is someone there? No more!
fixed. Wearing armor, and that is a feat, people.
No more! I yield! I yield!
Nice. Radio goes right. Examine a Briarheart warrior. Huh. Well, Sunrise. That's disconcerting. Alright, look at a beautiful sunrise while I look up Briarheart Warrior. Oh no. I wonder if my winter sun is messing with this. I mean, my, Let me try something. Disable Sun Helm. Nope, that wasn't it. Well, that's not great. Okay, I am going to turn... I'm going to try this again here so I can just test it. I'm going to turn off my sun helm. Because that can give you options to feed on bodies if you're a Bosmer. And that might be messing up the progression. I'm also going to turn off my auto harvest in case that's auto looting the Briarheart. There are a couple of things, like if you kill a Briarheart with spells that turn them into ash.
Someone there?
The quest also won't update, so there are some issues. And you can't update the quest on if you have pickpocketed the heart. Okay. Harvest Briar Heart. Okay, good. That was the issue. Can't use auto loot. I don't know if Sunhelm is an issue at all, but that's the solution for that. And I can just turn those mods right back on. Might as well read Red Eagle's Right. Red Eagle's Right. Having bathed the blade in human blood, presented at rebels' cairn, together with your sacrifice, and intone, Lord Red Eagle, ancient one, first and foremost among reachmen, heed the call of your people. Still we fight for freedom. Still our blades are dark with blood. Turn your gaze upon us and grant us your blessing anew. I renew the ancient covenant. When at last our lands were free, when at last our lands are free, we shall return, your sword of victory in hand. Then arise, O Great One, from your honored tomb, reclaim thy stolen throne, rule over us, High Lord of the Reach, forevermore. Okay, I'm gonna turn Sunhelm and auto loop back on. Good thing to know. Okay. I know earlier I had been saying something about quiet casting. Now there is a perk in the illusion tree that will allow quiet casting from all classes. So I'm gonna have to start boosting my illusion. I suppose here I could just use the muffle spell. Okay. Hello? You guys. You guys make it hard to see. Yep, stand in line, that's good. I like the line standing. Line standing is excellent. That's great. I like that. Kill the ones that are moving and close. Knock them down with paralyze. Probably also a good opportunity to start learning what are the spells that make people fight each other. I think I've been calling it Fury, but isn't it Frenzy? And now I'm covered with ash. Spawn. I love those little candles. out Azra's staff.
You didn't have to speak a word. I could sense it the moment you came in. You've proven your worth, and I'm as good as my word. Take this staff from my personal collection. I think you'll find it useful.
I examined the Briarheart warrior.
Oh, have you? Well, let me just extract those memories, and I'll see if you found anything useful. I promise that any unrelated memories I run across will be kept in the strictest of confidences. Here, you deserve a bit of a reward for your efforts. That was a lengthy trip for you, I'm sure. There are too many coincidences. There must be someone behind all of my recent... Your enchanting has improved despite your best efforts. Well, what are you waiting for? Go get me that book. Don't think your false flattery will work on me, Talbis. You're still going to give me that skin sample.
Oh dear.
Yes, master.
Yikes. Someone is attacking you?
Yes, I have enemies. Legions of them back in Morrowind. However, in this case, I have reason to believe it is someone in Solstheim.
I suppose you want me to kill them?
Not yet. That may come later. At first, I need to identify the culprit. I've enchanted this ring to find the source of the attacks. Here, take it.
How does the ring work?
Just wear it. It will light up the source when you get close to it. I enchanted the ring with a bit of ash from the last ash spawn attack. It can follow the magical link back to its summoner.
How close do I have to be?
The link is weak, so you'll have to be within about 100 feet of the
Wow,
source.
I don't think I've ever done this quest. I thought the person who was after them was Mirak. How do you know you're under attack?
Ash spawn keep appearing. One night, a part of my tower mysteriously withered. Then my steward was killed. You had to find me a replacement. I've even been attacked by dragons. Do I need to go on?
I'm not sure the dragons are about you.
Maybe not. I hear they've been seen over Skyrim, too. Even so, there is more than enough evidence that someone is out to get me.
What did you learn from the Briarheart?
The connecting soul thread is knotted 3 times. Once for the heart, once for the spirit, and once for the body. The knot gives the connection a strength that may be the key that I've been looking for. Try walking around the grounds with the ring on.
Oh, that's my other cool outfit. See that? Look at that. Not very good lighting in here. This is my snowing outfit. Keeps snow off my shoulders. And has a cool capey thingy. Yeah, I don't remember ever doing this quest. Yeah, I guess I'm not even sure. Huh. I'm not auto mining. Alright. I don't even use heartstones, but I'm offended by not having the stuff I want. Okay. I need...
Azura's wisdom to you, friend.
Okay, not you guys.
Blah. Another wanderer. I suppose you'll be wanting potions, just
No, I
like
just
the
want to
others.
get my Wanderlust ring back on.
Master Neloth certainly keeps me busy. Taking care of this estate is a lot of work.
Aha! Stuffs. Oh, these are the ash piles. Damn, and I thought it was a clue. You can see me. Yeah. Okay, there aren't many buildings. Been in all of them. Hmm. Don't tell me the bantam guar did it. Yeah, I just came up here. Okay. Alright, so it's further away from the grounds than... Oh, yeah, I vaguely remember this now. Okay. Very vaguely. Ha! Okay. Yeah, walk around the grounds. Good lord. Ooh, you got a lot of hit points. but you don't like paralyzed. That'd suck. Yeah, it sucks to be you. Why is there a giant, like, trilobite?
If you're going to be up here, stay out of my way. My new steward is acceptable. If only he made better tea.
This Heartstone is the source of the attacks.
I've known for decades that heartstones will animate the ash, but it would have to be very close by. Where exactly did you find this heartstone?
It was in Ildari Solrothri's grave.
Ildari? Then it was my own fault. She was my apprentice before Talvis. She volunteered for one of my experiments involving heartstones. It was quite annoying when she died.
There wasn't a body in the grave, just the Heartstone.
What? That's impossible. Wait, unless she didn't actually die, the Heartstone could have kept her right at the edge of life and death. Could it be? Could Ildari still be alive? Could she be my nemesis? Wait a moment while I cast a more specific divination. I call upon the powers of the sun, moons, and stars. Ildari Sarothril, reveal yourself.
And what might you need?
She lives. Seek her in High Point Tower.
So, Ildari does live, after all. She thought she could hide from me, but she can't. She's holed up in High Point Tower. Go rip that thrice-cursed Heartstone from her chest. Well, what are you waiting for? Go get me that book.
Kill Ildari. Nap before death. I don't know why sometimes it puts you inside and sometimes it puts you outside. Weird. Gods in Worship by Brother Hatchfield. Editor's note: Brother Hatchfield is an associate scribe with the Imperial University Office of Introductory Studies. Gods are commonly judged upon the evidence of their interest in worldly matters. A central belief in the active participation of deities in mundane matters can be challenged by the references to apparent apathy and indifference on the part of gods during times of plague or famine. From intervention in legendary quests to manifestation in common daily life, no pattern for the gods of Tamriel activities is readily perceived. The concerns of gods in many ways seems more unrelated or at best unconcerned with the daily trials of the mortal realm. The exceptions do exist, however. Many historical records and legends point to the direct intervention of one or more gods at times of great need. Many heroic tales recount blessings of the divinity bestowed upon heroic figures who worked or quested for the good of a deity or the deity's temple. Some of the more powerful artifacts in the known world were originally bestowed upon their owners through such reward. It has also been reported that priests of high ranking in their temples may on occasion call upon their deity for blessings or help in time of need. The exact nature of such contact and the blessings bestowed is given too much speculation, as the temples both hold associations secret and holy. This direct contact gives weight to the belief that the gods are aware of the mortal realm. In many circumstances, however, these same gods will do nothing in the face of suffering and death, seeming to feel no need to interfere. It is thus possible to conclude that we, as mortals, may not be capable of understanding more than a small fraction of the reasoning and logic such beings use. One defining characteristic of all gods and goddesses is their interest in worship and deeds. Deeds in the form of holy quests are just one of the many things that bring the attention of a deity. Deeds in everyday life, by conforming to the statutes and obligations of individual temples, are commonly supposed to please a deity. Performance or ceremony in a temple may also bring a deity's attention. Ceremonies vary accordingly to the individual deity. The results are not always apparent, but sacrifice and offerings are usually required to have any hope of gaining a deity's attention. While direct intervention in daily temple life has been recorded, the exact nature of the presence of a god in daily mundane life is a subject of controversy. A traditional saying of the Wood Elves is that one man's miracle is another man's accident. While some gods are believed to take an active part in daily life, others are well known for their lack of interest in temporal affairs. It has been theorized that gods do in fact gain strength from such things as worship through praise, sacrifice, and deed. It may even be theorized that the number of worshippers a given deity has may reflect on his overall position among the other gods. This is my own conjecture, garnered from the apparent ability of the larger temples to attain blessings and assistance from their god with greater ease than smaller religious institutions. There are reports of the existence of spirits in our world that have the same capacity to use the actions and deeds of mortals to strengthen themselves as do the gods. The understanding of the exact nature of such creatures would allow us to understand with more clarity the connection between a deity and the deity's worshippers. The implication of the existence of such spirits lends to the speculation that these spirits may even be capable of raising themselves to the level of a god or goddess. Matutso of the Imperial Seminary has suggested that these spirits may be the remains of gods and goddesses who through time lost all or most of their following, reverting to their earliest, most basic forms. Practitioners of the old ways say that there are no gods, just greater and lesser spirits. Perhaps it is possible for all three theories to be true. Great Harbingers. Great Harbingers of the Companions. This history is recorded by Swick of the Long-Sighted of the Circle of Yorvaskr in the Third Era. While I am not gifted with a sharp gift of words, I have learned the stories of the companions before me and set to record them, that they might not be lost when I am. Hereafter is the list of notable harbingers of the companions, those who led us through the darkness to glories in Sovngarde. Notes on the harbinger. The companions have never had a true leader since Ysgramor. None have been mighty enough to corral the great hearts that beat within Yorvaskr. While others, like mages and thieves, need the blessings of their hierarchy to know how to dress, we companions are capable of leading our own destinies to glory. The Harbinger advises, resolves disputes, and helps to clarify when questions arise of the nature of honor. In the thousands of years the companions have held at Jorrvaskr, there have been harbingers both terrible and brilliant, those known for their arm, for their hearts, and for their minds. Here are listed some of the most gloried harbingers who inspire song and deed. Ysgramor, the first harbinger, the first man, the bringer of words, and the one who first bound the companions to honor in that far-off land of long ago. Better people have written of him, so I will not attempt to meet their words. Sheik of the River, captain of the Jorrvaskr during the Return, discoverer of the Skyforge, founder of Whiterun, and keeper of the original oath of the Companions, now lost to time. While other crews sought glory and conquest, his was the first to settle and serve as protector for the less war-gifted in the land as they came behind. Mirthwheel, the Withdrawn. Several hundred years after the death of Ysgramor, the Companions as we now know them were soldiers for hire, little better than mercenaries. Our services could be purchased for the fighting of wars, but the commitment to individual honor meant that often shield brothers would be forced to face each other on the field of battle. The bonds of honor which bound the Companions threatened to break, until Mirthwheel, in his wisdom, decreed that we would no longer be party to any war or political conflict of any kind, because of his steady hand. The Companions today are known as impartial arbiters of honor, in addition to their glories in the field of battle. No, they're mercenaries, stop! Sirach the Lofty, the first harbinger to not be of ancestral Atmoran blood. This was around the time that the Nords began to think of themselves as such, and there were great disputes about purity and the legacy of Ysgramor. Sirach first came to Jorrvaskr as a servant, but the Red Guard quickly proved his mettle when treated disrespectfully by one of the less honor-bound warriors of the time. Granted the stature of an honorary companion after saving the life of Harbinger Tolvar the Unmentioned. Tolvar the Unmentioned. He became known as, Tolvar the Once Mentioned. He became known as the most capable of shield brothers in the hall, with speed and cunning surpassing any of the old Atmoran stock. His time as Harbinger was short-lived, but it is said that his field knowledge of blade work continues to pass to every new companion through their training. Henantir. Oh, that's a name from Oblivion, my most hated quest. Henantir the Outsider, the first elven harbinger. Like Sirach before him, he was initially subject to ridicule when arriving at Jorrvaskr, but this was the first time, near the closing of the First Era, when elves were not permitted to be full companions, and few were even allowed to see the inside of the hall. Henantir was humble in the daylight hours, performing any task asked of him. At night, he trained fiercely in the outside yard, allowing himself only minutes of sleep before resuming his servant duties the next day. So he toiled through several harbingers, never resting, never complaining, and always keeping his mind and body sharp. Minutes of sleep does not keep a mind or body sharp. Given his long life, he came to be trusted by the new companions as the one who helped them learn the ways of honor. When one such people had aged into an old man and become a harbinger himself, Henantir was the one at his deathbed. With all companions assembled, he named Henantir as his successor, saying even an elf can be born with the heart of a Nord sometimes. There were some number of companions who laid down their weapons that day, but those who remained knew the truth of honor, and it is their legacy we continue to bear. Mac of the Piercing Eyes, a harbinger known for her great beauty, but any who underestimated her on account of it would never make that mistake again. Was said to have had once stared down half an opposing army, then slaughtered the remainder single-handedly. Her disappearance on the 8th year as harbinger has never been explained, though many slanderous lies claim to make accounting for it. Kyrnal Longnose. After the dark period of the late Second Era, when a string of false and dishonorable harbingers laid claim to Jorrvaskr, it was Kyrnal Longnose who gathered the true hearts of the companions in the wilds and stormed Jorrvaskr itself, killing the usurpers and returning honor through blood. In the old ways, he began the tradition of trusted advisors called the Circle, after our great Lord Ysgramor's council of captains, who would serve as examples to the younger, newer companions. By ensuring that the notions of honor can have an unbroken string of tradition, he steadied the course of the companions and restored our destinies to that of these grimoires, pressing ever onward to Sovngarde. Thanks for watching. Wishing you found family, creative hobbies, a hot bath after a long day, and food you love as much as Saleya loves apple pies.